I don't think I do it
But Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for transfer deadline day. And listen, we've got loads to catch up on as well, because there has been loads happening in the last 24 hours. Obviously, after we ended the stream yesterday, there was talk of a possible exit for Jack Harrison and an incoming of Nicolo Zaniolon from Roma. That seems like it's going to be the one that's going to dominate the Leeds United transfer day, deadline day window. Of course, we've got Montiero's signed a new deal as well. Big up Omar, big up Danny, big up everyone joining in the chat as well. I know I've come a little bit early, but it is what it is. It's going to be a very busy day. I hope you're all doing well. Please do smash a like on the stream, and we're going to track. What we'll do is, first of all, we're going to catch up on yesterday's news, obviously all the breaking news regarding Jack Harrison and Nicolo Zaniolon, possible income and possible outgoing. We'll touch on Diego Monteiro, and then what we're going to do is obviously track the Athletic, the BBC, Sky Sports News throughout the day, just covering the transfer news. I want to get your thoughts on, of course, if Harrison was to leave, would you be happy with Nicolo Zaniolon as a replacement? Do you want Jack Harrison to leave first and foremost? Does anyone want him to leave? Do you think it's adequate to sell him and then bring in a player that's very injury prone and has clear attitude issues? For me, Nicolo Zaniolon's a top player, but I mean, is he more suited to the 10 role than Jack Harrison, who has been playing pretty well in the central spaces over the last couple of games, since he came on against West Ham? For me personally, I think he came on second half, did really, really well. And then, from that, has continued to play really well. Zaniolon, predominantly can play through the middle, can also play out wide. We'll have a look at his. We'll go into more detail on Zaniolon for sure, and have a look at him in some more detail and whether or not he fits us. Can play off the right also, but like I say, can also play in central areas as well. So played predominantly on the right, I think. If we just have a look, we'll go in. I've got his information up. Let's go. Russ says, big up. Thanks for doing the stream. My pleasure, mate. Yeah, maybe, Jack. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, because I feel like this is probably the most exciting January transfer window that Leeds United have in a while. If you remember the last one, it was Dan James, wasn't it? Willie Warney, and then it was Dan James last summer as well, I think, on deadline day, wasn't it? So going to be loads for us to cover. Let's catch up, though, first of all, with the news about Nicolo Zaniolon. I do. I'm such a knob, aren't I? But yeah, let's catch up on Nicolo Zaniolon. And here it is, the news on Nicolo Zaniolon. So if we just zoom in here. So it says Leeds United are in talks with Roma about a move for attacking midfielder Nicolo Zaniolon. The primary difference between the Whites and the City at our club is currently over whether it should be temporary or permanent deal. I believe Leeds United want a loan with an obligation. I believe Roma want some cash up front. While the Premier League club want the 23-year-old on loan. Again, great age, but so many injuries in such a short career. He says, while the Premier League club want the 23-year-old on loan, Roma would prefer to sell and have been looking to offload Zaniolon window. A lot of people might look at that and say, well, why should we take him when they want to offload him, etc. But we know how Mourinho works. If he ain't feeling you, if you're upsetting him, then best believe he's going to bin you off, and that's just facts. It goes on to say, the previously spoken to both Milan and Tottenham Hotspur about a deal, only for both to collapse. Like I say, Tottenham have had a vested interest in Zaniolon for quite some time, even going back to the summer, speaking to Matt Hayes and knowing Matt I know it's something, and we have a group chat that they've touched on before. There remains some doubt over whether the deal will go through, as there are many moving parts, not least Jack Harrison's prospective move from Leeds United to Leicester City. We'll have a little touch about that, about the figures that are being bandied about as well. Look, Zaniolo's not backed interest from Bournemouth. We're going to chat about Bournemouth as well. I'm going to do as much in this because they have made some great deals. But Zaniolo's been saying for a month that he wants to leave. Unfortunately, it looks like I was right, said Mourinho recently. I say unfortunately because the player has been saying for a month that he wants to leave. If a player tells everyone he no longer wants to wear the Roma jersey, I have to say unfortunately, obviously, he wants to leave. When a player tells you, the club and his teammates, I don't want to wear the Roma jersey, I don't want to play, I don't want to go back to training, I have to say unfortunately, the ideal situation is for the player to be happy. I said that I expected him to stay, but as things stand today, I have to add unfortunately to that sentence. So yeah, Mourinho more than happy for Zaniolo to leave, of course. And then on the other side of that, we have Jack Harrison. I can see Locks is in the chat as well. I'd love to know Jack Harrison's thoughts on not Jack Harrison's. I'd love to know Penny for Jack Harrison's thoughts as well. To be fair, what he thinks about it. But the Daily Mail sort of brought the story yesterday about his potential move to Leicester. It has been mooted a number of times throughout the window, and I'll just share that story with you on the Daily Mail. So they said Leeds are ready to listen to offers. Can you hear that? There's an advert up. I can hear it. Hopefully you can't hear it. Let me know if you can hear it, because I think that'll throw my thing off. But it says Leeds are ready to. Can you hear that? It's like some daft music. No, I don't think you can. Leicester have already been making inquiries for Jack Harrison, but Harrison unsure if he wants to make the switch to the King Power Stadium. How do you feel about that, Locks? You got a player who's at little old Leeds, doesn't want to come to Premier League winners Leicester. So Leeds ready to, you can't hear it, cool. Leeds ready for offers for midfielder who has thought to be open to a new deal. That's the thing, isn't it? By all accounts, I think Jack would prefer to stay. I don't think he's sure on a move to Leicester. What's for sure, if Leeds United do not sell today, then they need to get him on a new deal straight away, because he's only got 18 months on his deal, right? Sorry, and we don't want to lose Jack Harrison for a cut down price. So you can hear it faintly. It's Brendan Rodgers talking. Let me get rid of it. There you go. Right, it was just Brendan Rodgers doing his press conference thing. So Leicester are poised to step up their bid to sign Jack Harrison as Brendan Rodgers seeks more attacking options before the transfer window closes. Having spoken to Locks, obviously, he's mentioned about he would be an improvement on Albrighton, etc., because they're still knocking about with them players. The Foxes have already made inquiries, who have so far appeared undecided about whether to move to the King Power Stadium and join another club in a relegation battle. Only 18 months left on his contract and wants to sign a new one, but obviously if Leeds United don't want him to, then that's it. Sportsmail understands Leeds will listen to offers for the 26-year-old who moved to Elland Road on a permanent deal in 2021. We only paid 11-12 million for him, let's not forget that as well. Leicester have already signed one winger in the Brazilian Tete. They want to increase their attacking options and see Jack Harrison as a fit. Jose Perez was mentioned in a swap deal. That was never going to be happening, but it looks like he's going to Real Betis or Villarreal. So it's just one to definitely keep an eye on, is the Jack Harrison one. I'm really interested to find out everyone's thoughts, because it seems pretty much on the Twitter sphere, from what I can see, that the majority would prefer Jack to stay and Zaniolo not to come in, right? Which, yeah, it's quite mad, really, when you consider a lot of people say, I want to see the back of him, he's too inconsistent, he's that, he's this, he's that. But I mean, it's quite interesting to see that, to be honest, how much it's split people. Or has it been? I don't even know if it's split people. I think everyone's very much in the camp of Jack Harrison can leave for me. But me personally, I don't know whether it's a sentimental thing. I'd like him to stick around. I do like Jack Harrison, and like I say, over the last couple of games, he's definitely improved. Cole Breeze mentions Harrison at left wing back. Everyone keeps mentioning this. No manager's played him there. There's a reason that. So we have to, because I agree with you. At one point, I'd have thought that, but it looks to me very much like no manager sees him in that. Oh, Tim Vickery is at Elland Road as we speak. Let's see what Tim Vickery is saying over on Sky Sports. Just bear with me one sec. Can't hear him. Turn up. So they're talking about Weston McKennie on Sky Sports News right now. And the signing of Diego Montero, which we'll touch on in a second. 18 years old, of course. We'll go further into detail on Montero. They reckon he'll quickly graduate into the first team. As we know, Llorente's in Rome as well. Be interesting to see if we hear anything about Zaniolon. They are looking at potential centre-back targets, according to Sky Sports News. Big news. Leeds United are looking at potential centre-backs, which is something we touched on. Because is Montero... I like this. Yo, this could be exciting, you know. Harrison as well, touching on. There you go. Some definite breaking news there, Leeds fans, that apparently Leeds United are... breaking news there, folks. It says Leeds United are looking at potential centre-backs as well, okay? So that's quite exciting because as good as Montero is touted to be, will he be ready? It'd be nice, right? Let me just sort this out as well, so next time they come on, I can get my headphones sorted. Right, sorry about this, folks. I should have done all this already, but I've been rushing around like a blue-ass fly this morning. I think we might be in for long haul. I think it's going to be a good day. How exciting is this for Leeds fans, though, eh? Let's get a centre-back. Let's get a left-back. Let's go mad. 49ers, baby. Let's go. Touchdown! I'm all for it. Let's go. The bloke from Stoke, Jack Harrison, should stay. Why help rivals? Yeah, but if we're improving our team as well, and if Nico Zaniolon... Look, Nico Zaniolon is a top player. Of course, he's got injury concerns. Could he do a better job in the central area in cahoots with Aronson, because it'll be them two competing for that role, I do believe so. Big up Tahir, I hope you're doing well, mate. Assalamu alaikum. Harrison is inconsistent, but he's hardly ever injured, and he's better than Zaniolon. Would be ridiculous to let him go. I don't know if he's better than Zaniolon. I'm not sure about that. But I don't know. We'll see in it. Let's have a look at Zaniolon in a little bit more detail then. Just bear with us one sec. I'm just going to bring up SofaScore. But yeah, really good news there from Sky Sports News saying that Leeds United are looking at a potential centre-back, which is music to my ears. Harrison is currently looking awesome for us in the 10. Awesome. I mean, that's reaching a bit. He's looked good, hasn't he? He's looked good. He's not looked awesome. So let me add Nico Zaniolon. Why has that gone like that? There we go. So this is Nico Zaniolon. This is his heat map. So if we look at his heat map this season, as you can see, he plays all over the shop, really. He has played from the right a couple of times in the... Well, I say a couple of times, it's only the one game. So we're best off looking, obviously, at the 22-23 season, having played 13 times, starting 12 games, 69 minutes per game. If we look back at previous seasons for Zaniolon, predominantly on the right area spaces here. And again there, so... very much, you could argue, like Jack Harrison in the sense that he can play, on a wing as such. But I believed, maybe incorrect, that I see Zaniolon as more of a 10. But clearly, obviously, from his previous season heat maps, he's more opted to operate from the right. So it'd be interesting. Like Top Sports says, I think it comes down to whether Jack wants to stay. Listen, if the money's right, then Leeds United will sell, and ultimately Jack will be told, won't he? You know what I mean? Let's go. Kevin says Jack is up to speed, knows the players and the system. There is that as well, mate. You are right. There is
there is that to consider. Let's have a look at Zaniolo's injury record. This is the issue, isn't it? I think he's had like 2 ACL injuries and he's only 23, which isn't great. Let me just where can I find that now? On so for score, I know it's on Transfermarkt. Let's have a look on Transfermarkt. I know it's definitely on there, having used it before. Let's look. Just 1 second, and I'll quickly get that up for us. Just while I do this, listen to this banger. I can't lie, I'll butcher that by the end of the day. Everyone will be like, stop playing that shit, but it's better than just airing it. I'm just trying to find Zaniolo on Transfermarkt. It's my spelling. Come on, man. Why isn't it coming up? I spelled his name right. Don't know why Transfermarkt's not working for me. Yeah, Chris, well, it does say, apparently, mate, that Leeds United are interested in centre-backs or looking at their centre-back options. That's just come from Sky Sports News, so that's music to my ears as well. I'd love a right-sided centre-back, someone with pace. It'd just, like you say, it'd take it to, a 10 out of 10, really. Well, 9.5. Give me a new manager and then we can talk 10. Right, let me share Transfermarkt with you now. So you'll see here, like, they do have his main position as attacking midfielder, but can also play right wing, if you like, or as a second striker, so would fit in nicely. Behind a Rutter, behind Bamford, behind Bamford, of course. Let's have a look at his injury record, though. This is the issues that everyone's got at the minute, and I can understand why. Where is it now? It is on here. Injury history, right? Okay. Transfermarkt's going really slow. I'd imagine there'll be a lot of maybe it's being beasted by a load of sporting directors. There you can see here, like, he ruptured his cruciate ligament back in January 2020, came back and then again did it again in the same year, which is brutal, isn't it? So did it in January and then again in September. So that's not ideal. Has had quite a long layoff for periods of time. That's, for such a young lad, you do worry that will he carry that forward? Do you know what I mean? Is that going to be something that's going to continue to plague him throughout his career? Because if he's getting them so young now, then could that continue, So I get why everyone's concerned about that, because what we don't want to do is swap Jack Harrison for someone who's never going to be fit. That is something that's fair. What I'm going to do now, I just want to have a look at Monteiro. Obviously, as we know, Leeds United have signed Diego Monteiro. That one has been completed. We know Llorente as well has gone to Roma. And you wonder if that Llorente deal, and then Leeds United have asked the conversation about Zaniolo, whilst having then conversations about Diego Llorente. And as we can see here, Fabrizio Romano has just given it the signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, Stevie Wonder tax, and just confirmed that Diego Llorente has indeed signed for Roma on a loan deal plus €18 million it's £18 million, isn't it? Buy option clause for Leeds United. So that's a big move for us, really, if we're being totally honest. More breaking news coming in at the Just Joe Football Show. There you go. Diego Llorente confirmed as a new Roma player. Hopefully, them negotiations have gone well, which means that Leeds United can then say, right, listen, we'll take Zaniolo. Someone's just made a good point there, Tim Mason, about it being an incredibly physical Premier League, and maybe he could get broken again. And that's That's a very good point and something definitely worth considering for sure. As we know yesterday as well, Leeds United drew either Fulham or Sunderland away in the FA Cup. I hope it's Sunderland personally. Stadium of Light's a great ground as well. And we've now equalled the all-time FA Cup record for consecutive away ties, in the FA Cup, which is a nightmare. Could do with a home tie. This window is hinged on Jack Harrison, isn't it? Hinged on Jack Harrison and whether or not he will go to Leicester. If he goes to Leicester, well, maybe not. Maybe it's a case of Leeds agreeing a deal with Roma, and if they agree to that deal, they then say, "Do you know what, Jack? You going?" Do you know what I mean? Let's just have a chat though about Diego Monteiro. He is, of course, signed for Leeds United this morning. We knew it was done. Leeds United are pleased to announce the signing of central defender Diego Monteiro, who joins the club from Swiss Super League side Servette FC. Made his debut for Servette at the age of 16, becoming the third youngest player to make an appearance in the Swiss Super League, and he's played 7 times in all competitions for Servette, who currently sit third in the league table. If you've watched some of his YouTube clips, you'll see the way that he passes out the ball is very, very Ben White-esque, switches of play, etc. He does have a lovely way with when it comes to passing the ball for sure. He's also made a number of international appearances through various age groups for Portugal, from under 15 all the way up to 19, representing his country over 30 times. Look, he turned 18, which meant that Leeds United could get the deal done. He's agreed a 3.5-year contract at Ellen Road and will initially join up with Michael Scubella's under-21 squad as they continue to battle for promotion from Premier League to Division 2. So he's come in the door, which again, he looks like a great prospect, but can, and like Van says here, he can definitely ping a ball. That's something that you see in some of the highlight clips. It's he's very, very good. Now, I think we were talking about it yesterday in terms of Diego, potato. Thank you very much, though, Jeff. So do we have enough confidence that he can step up straight away? Well, he does look like a great prospect, but this is the Premier League. And of course, someone will say, well, but what about, Nonto, etc. I understand that. But according to, is it Tim Vickery, I think it is, who's outside Ellen Road, he believes that Leeds United are assessing their centre-back options. So we might see another. Do you know what I mean? We might see another. So that would be amazing if, of course, Leeds United did get in a centre-back, someone with some pace, someone with Premier League quality, and there will be options out there. There will be a lot of moving parts today. And just as a fan, it's great to see Leeds United actually involved in this, because normally we're not, right? And this is like new waters for us as Leeds fans. So it's nice, man. It's great to see. But yeah, Diego, yeah. Diego. I'm just going to call him Diego, okay? It is what it is. Yeah, Tim Thornton. Sorry, thank you, Russ. It's Tim Thornton who's outside Ellen Road. Now, according to... Just one sec. I just want to show you this. Now, even if you are not keen on Zaniolon, if... Apparently, Leeds have set an asking price of around 40 to 50 million. Would you sell him at that price regardless? I think to get 40 to 50 million for Jack Harrison, I would snap your hands off. That's a hell of a lot of money. I don't think Leicester will get anywhere close to that. I believe Locke said we won't pay anything over 30 million. But if they have made a new bid and, Leeds United have rejected it, they're saying, look, we want 40 to 50, you can't not accept that. I'm sorry, you can't. If they were to give us 40 million, regardless, like we paid 11, 12 million for him, I'm really grateful for everything he's done for the club. I'd be disappointed to see him go. But if we got anywhere close to 40 million for Jack Harrison, who's got 18 months left on a deal, you sell. And like Rizzy says, he might prefer... Where's that gone now? This is my bookmark, sorry. Like like Rizzi says, you might prefer someone else, and maybe having that sort of cash enables us to do that. But 40 million, even 40, 35, I don't think it can be sniffed at. I'm sorry. 30, 35, 40. So to get 40, if that's what they're saying, Rax says Jim White on Talk Sports just said deal likely not happening. We'll catch up on all that. But if a deal could be garnered at that price, you would take him, right? And like Dan says, I mean, that's amazing given that Anthony Gordon's just gone for 45 million, and that's a great point as well. It does have that English touch. I would argue, yes, you're paying for a lot of Gordon's talent, but Jack Harrison's actually done it. Like, regardless of what you think, he got 11 goals last season, was great in our first season in the Premier League. He's got a hat-trick away at West Ham. He has done it in the Premier League. And that's no mean feat, you know, and you pay top dollar when you buy him from Premier League to Premier League, especially when you consider that we're in similar positions in the league. So Leeds United are going to want, you know, to ask for more, and they're well within the rights to do that. So if they want him, then, you know what I mean, then they're going to have to pay, aren't they? Let me catch up on any sort of more of my bookmarks from last night. I think we've touched on it. It is all just on the Jack Harrison Zaniolon, and potentially, yeah, so a lot of people have said about their YouTube notifications this morning. I don't know why that's happened, Callum. I just seen Leeds Sayer mentioned it as well. So, I was expecting a quicker rise, but it is what it is. Yeah, Jonathan White says, I've just jumped in. Don't know if you mentioned this. I would sell Harrison. I don't think he's overhyped. I do rate Jack Harrison, but I think there's a lot to be said of the figures that are being mentioned about Jack Harrison, you know, close to 40 million by one journalist. Whether or not that's true, even 30 million is a hell of a lot of money that we paid, you know, 11 million for just 2 seasons ago, and one that has 18 months left on his deal. It's one for me that you definitely sell at that point. But apparently, by all accounts, Leicester do have work to convince Jack Harrison to join them. Leeds United have been open to a deal, but if Jack don't want to move, we know Jesse's big on him, but I think if Jesse's offered a player that is better, then of course he's going to say, okay, yeah, I understand that. Andrew, good point, because I'm just going to move on to this now. So Andrew says this window has been unreal and now gives Marsh no excuses. And I wanted to share this graphic with you that the amazing Chris at LUFC Data put together. Just to look at how much now Jesse has been backed. So since Jesse took charge of the football club, we have seen acquisitions that include Brendan Aronson, Rasmus Christensen, Mark Roker, Darko JB, Tyler Adams, Luis Sinistera, Sonny Perkins, Joel Robles, William Yonto, Max Vauber, Jorginho Rute, Weston McKennie, Diego Monteiro, and potentially more. Like this, it's a hell of a lot. It's a hell of a lot. You know, he's brought in a hell of a lot of players, and like's just been said, definitely no more excuses, you know, especially if Tim Thornton's believed to be true and says that Leeds United are looking at a centre-back as well. If we brought in a centre-back, then there literally are no excuses anymore for Jesse Marsh, and he needs to get results for sure. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video. We've only got 99 likes. If you could like the video for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. It massively helps the channel, and people get eyes and such on the video. Please continue to support the channel. I feel like it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be an exciting day for sure. If you have got me on socials and you see any sort of links, then please do smash a like, tag me in them so I can see that. Transfer News Live have said that Nicolo Zaniolon wants to join Leeds United before the transfer window shuts tonight. There you go, a bit of breaking news for you. Nicolo Zaniolon has said that he would like to come to Leeds United. I love that Weston McKennie, the European charge is on. But Nicolo Zaniolon wants to join Leeds United before the transfer window shuts tonight. That's big news. Yeah, he is injury prone. There has been a lot of ACL injuries, and of course, like someone mentioned earlier, there is the physical exertions needed in the Premier League is much further outweighs, you know, Calcio A, City A, doesn't it? Let's be real. So that is something to think about for sure. Let's catch up on the transfer news then across the league, if you like. I like, do you know when you get them tickers? Let's see what's being said. So we'll go from the start of the day, really, and follow the Athletic and see what they've had to say on it. 13 hours ago, we don't want that. We want from this morning. Just bear with us one sec. Right, okay. Let's go from here, and we'll continue to chat. As I say, if you get any notifications, anything, just let me know, and we'll discuss it throughout the day. But this is, Remy, this is a very good point. Like, Conor Gallagher is available from Chelsea. Of course, I would love to get Conor Gallagher in, but I think we're sort of covered in that area now. I know Leeds United were very, very interested in him. As you know, I was massively interested in him as well. But I think he doesn't come to Leeds United. I think Everton have had a deal turned down. You can understand why I don't understand why any player would want to go there unless you're coming from outside the Premier League. If you're already in the Premier League, then you don't entertain that move for me. I could see him going to a Villa potentially. Who else? Maybe Crystal Palace, go back there. Obviously, he spent a great period on loan there as well. There you go. Sam says he's 45 million. I'd rather Joe than him. I will not have any Conor Gallagher disrespect on this stream. Remember, we've been here before. People. Don't do it to yourselves. So let's have a look then at what's been said on the why has that done that? Why has it gone right to the bottom? Oh, it's took me right to the top. Oh, that's frustrating. Because I wanted to just have a chat. Let me unshare this screen while all that's going on. It's going to piss me off, that is. I hate when it does that, shoot up to the top. If I wanted to be up to the top, I'd be up to the top. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why. Oh, it's because there's so many updates coming in. Once we've caught up, you can put me up to the top, man, and I can play my banger. Good afternoon and welcome to Sky. That was me, Jim White. Doesn't sound Newt like him. Just sound like a Scottish man, but not Jim White. Right, okay, here we go. That was 13 hours ago. I will get to the right place where I want to be. Here we go, right, okay, we're ready. Let's talk about this one first of all, right? I want to get your thoughts on this. Obviously, Enzo Fernandez. I mean, Chelsea are on a bit of a mad one out of Jamaican, people are saying. It looks like Chelsea might break the England transfer record for Enzo Fernandez, £120 million. I believe they've exercised that bid. I think it's a mad one. Obviously, the previous record was held by Jack Grealish, moving to Manchester City. Not saying for any stretch of the imagination Jack Grealish was worth that, but he had a release clause, and Manchester City had to exercise that release clause. I think it's mad. Enzo Fernandez, obviously World Cup winner, did great at the World Cup, but 120 million. Chelsea are on a madness as well. I think they're up to some, dodgy stuff, and will definitely be investigated by FFP, I'd imagine. So some of the main deals, obviously, Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea, Joao Cancelo to Bayern Munich, Pedro Porro to Tottenham, and John Joe Shelby to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are still on a mad one as well. Chelsea, they're on a mad one, aren't they? Harrison Ashby's moved to Newcastle. Newcastle hoovering up all the young talent, it would seem, and they were interested in Cody as well for a period of time, weren't they? Apparently, there is talk of Antonio leaving West Ham. He said he will not be leaving. Money talks in football everywhere, but at the moment, no, I'd say there's no chance. I don't know anyone coming in for an Antonio and paying what West Ham would want. The guy's always injured, right? I don't see that happen. Hakim Ziyech and Hakimi could be joining up at PSG? Really? Hakim Ziyech? I don't rate him, me. I do not rate Hakim Ziyech. Maybe you just can't compete in the Premier League. There's our boy, look. There's our boy, Western, give it the old wand. Wolves' business looks complete, having signed 6 players this window. They have made some moves, haven't they? They have certainly backed their man, Julian Lopetegui, and that's going to be someone that we're going to be competing with for sure over the next coming weeks. Obviously, Sean Dyche as well. And I've made this claim. Sean Dyche going into Everton keeps them up. I genuinely believe that Everton will now stay in the Premier League with Sean Dyche at the helm. They were touted for Bielsa. He wouldn't have suited them anyway. Sean Dyche does. I think they're already made for Sean Dyche. They have, you know, the striker up top, the profile of striker that he likes in Dominic Calvert-Lewin, in Neil Maupay. They have runners in midfield, you know. They've got Alex Iwobi, who, by the way, the more and more I see of him, I'm actually quite impressed. He needs to add assists and goals, but I actually like what he's been doing at Everton. You've got Dwight McNeil already there. You've got a defence that's built for him in Tarkowski, in Cody, Patterson, and Mikalenko. You've got Jordan Pickford in goal, who on his day is one of the best goalkeepers in the league. I genuinely believe that. Definitely England's number one. I think if he gets his business right, then again, you know, they've just got 45 million as well come in for Gordon. They're bidding for Gallagher. They're obviously looking at players. Genuinely, I think Everton will turn them round. Yeah, Kean, there's a difference, though, in the level of players for Everton than he had at Burnley. That's just my opinion. Again, people will disagree, and that's fine. But I think Sean Dyche, I will say it now, with how long's left, will keep Everton in the Premier League. And like I said, they'll be looking to bring some players in that'll fit his mould for sure. What's this? Oh, no, that's women's football. I don't know enough about women's football to talk to you about Elisa Russo. I was thinking, what's this? I've missed this, but it's women's football. It's not that I like women's football. My daughter loves women's football. It's amazing to see how much she's got involved in football since the England return. She wanted football boots, etc. for Christmas. It's just I don't know enough to speak on it on the WSL. Bournemouth, who've been very, very busy as well and made some very, very good signings. Thank you, Derek Moore, with the super chat. He says, get a coffee on me, Joe. You're going to need it. I definitely will. And there might be times where I'll take like a little break just to get a coffee. But I'm aiming to keep this live stream going. It is what it is. Let's see how many views we can get this up to. Let's do it, man. We'll go live. We'll stick around. Yeah, no, I agree, Mark, as well. I do think Sean Dyche is a good manager, I do. And I think he will have enough in that Everton team. And if you're a betting man, I don't know what the odds are now on Everton staying up. I would back it. And it's just a worry for me. The Leeds United, it's one more team we've got to worry about. Because if they'd have kept Lampard, they'd have gone down. Like, call me mad, but I could imagine them shithousing a 0-0 against Arsenal at the weekend. And people will call me mad, but I would argue back Everton or draw at the weekend. Because new manager bounce, Goodison's a tough place to go. Sean Dyche will have them defensive, even in such a short space of time. Trust me. Let's not forget, Everton went to City and got a result, right? And Lampard, because he hasn't got Scooby-Doo, went away from just being defensive and tried to be attacking and open against Brighton and got absolutely peppered. The guy doesn't have a clue, that's why. Whereas if he'd have kept in that vein, they probably would have got results at Goodison. Bazzi says 3-0 Arsenal. Listen, Arsenal are flying, but stranger things have happened. But yeah, look, Bournemouth's another one. I do still believe Bournemouth will go down, and I don't know an awful lot about all the players they've brought in. But they have been making moves and have been spending some serious money. And they have agreed a deal of around about 20 million to sign centre-back Ilya Zabarnyi, maybe. Bournemouth have been keen to bolster their centre-back options, and Zabarnyi is seen as a player who can fit into the team's current setup with potential to grow into a world-class talent. There you go. They're maybe doing a Leeds, maybe doing other clubs kind of either looking for emerging talent. His first campaign for Dynamo, he's won 3 titles, including the Ukrainian Cup. He's a full Ukrainian international with 24 caps and has made 84 appearances. So that's one to look at. Bournemouth have done quite a lot. I'd like to... I've just muted myself there. Let's just have a look at their business. Where can I go for completed deals? Transfer... probably on transfer marks, I'd imagine, wouldn't I? I just want to have a look because they have made some serious inroads, Bournemouth. whether or not it will keep them up, but they've certainly put themselves in a better position than they were. Obviously, we know that they've got them new money owners, etc. So I'm just having a look now at their transfer business. Just bear with us 1 sec. Yeah, 80 million for Llorente, best deal of the window. We've got our money back. That's the main thing, innit? We've got our money back. Bazzy says Bournemouth, Saints and Toffees. I said that before Daishi. I'm not too sure now, bro. Transfers, let's have a look. I'm just pulling up Bournemouth because I just want to have a look at them. Because they've made some great deals thus far. Yeah, Jammy man. A lot of people working, listening to me, all that sort of stuff. It's great. And when you get a chance, please do smash a like on the video. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is from now, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just trying to work out what they've made in January. I know Vina's just come in, Annie, the left back. They've just brought in Vina, the left back from Roma. I'm not sure when the other players have come in because didn't Senesi come in the summer? I know Marcus Tavernier did from Middlesbrough as well. There must be. Does anyone know a site I can check of done deals, etc.? But let's get back to the Athletics transfer feed. There's 23 new updates. Let's see what they are. Don't watch that. Watch me. Oh, apparently, look, Cancelo leaving City to join Bayern Munich. I was watching the Big Six last night, and Hugh was saying that apparently he'd fallen out with Pep Guardiola, and these are what these elite managers do, right? They do not suffer fools. If you're not feeling it, if no matter how good you were, you move on. Carl, just for you, brother. So there has been noises that Leeds United are assessing centre-back options. That's from Tim Thornton at Sky Sports, who is outside Ellen Road as we speak. Any sort of Leeds United fans that are in and around Beeston want to get themselves down, please do. If you fancy it, if you are there, I'll send you the link to this and you can come on and live stream for me while you're at the ground. How's about that? Get to the ground, send me a message, show me that you're at the ground, and then I'll send you the link to this and you can join me and you can give us some live reporting from the ground. It's done that again, folks. We'll have to catch up where we were. It's because we've had some more updates. So let's just find out where we were because we're working our way through it. It'll give us a lot to talk about because we're here for long haul, as we know. Let's get back to where we were. We're up to Cancelo, weren't we? Yeah, Cancelo's relationship. Jack O'Stain says Matthew, we will have to wait and see. It all depends on if Leeds United can get Zaniolon over the line, I believe. Why so many youngsters leaving West Ham? Well, we know we took Sonny Perkins from West Ham as well, didn't they? Losing their best players. There you go. They've just lost another to Newcastle, of course. Crystal Palace have completed a deal for Stuttgart midfielder Hamada. I'm going to struggle with pronunciations throughout the day, Anna. Hamada has had a medical after Palace agreed to £12 million fee to sign the 20-year-old. They're likely to confirm their signing on Tuesday morning. So there you go. He's coming in for Crystal Palace. Could Barcelona make a move? Could they still make a move today? I'm not too sure. Conor Gallagher in demand. It is another deadline day and Conor Gallagher's future is in the rumour mill once again. It is hardly a surprise given the Chelsea midfielder's many exceptional attributes. But what exactly do team... Well, there is an article about that. But listen, Conor Gallagher's a top player. Let's not beat around the bush here. Oh. Just bear with me 1 second. I was just getting a call there. I'm just getting notifications in from people outside Ellen Road. Right, okay. So Conor Gallagher is in demand. Right, while we're sat there looking at that, there's just been a notification here from LUFC Fan Zone. Oh, wow. Okay. There's been some madness going down with Nico Zaniolon. Apparently, Zaniolon did not turn up at Roma training today, believed to be... Spare with us 1 sec. Let me just share this with you. So, according to Fanzone, they've just obviously quote tweeted what the journalist said, that Leeds United target Nicolo Zaniolon failed to turn up to Roma training today. The absence follows an attack on his home yesterday from Roma ultras, with Italian reports claiming he has left the city for safety. There you go. That's one. Listen, you don't mess with them Italian ultras for sure. They clearly want him gone. That could, listen, it could all... I'm not saying for any stretch of the imagination that it's untrue, but maybe he's just trying to push that move. You know what I mean? He's saying, listen, even the ultras are turning up. Get me out of this football club now. I am not sticking around here. I don't know. I'm not saying he's lying by any stretch of the imagination, but there you go. Cancelo deal has been confirmed. Cancelo is a Bayern Munich player. We've got information here from Rudy Galletti, who says that at the moment nothing has been unlocked. Very tense situation. The player could seriously stay at Roma outside the project at least until June. Leeds are in talks with the club, but nothing advanced as of now. Do you know what? Right. I'm gonna put it out there now. I think Nicolo Zaniolon comes to Leeds United. I think this deal gets done, just considering everything that's going on with him. He will not want to stay at Roma past this window. If he does, he's obviously then got to wait till June. He's not going to play games. He's not going to be training with the squad, etc. We know that Mourinho's pretty ruthless. Now this has happened with the ultras, has it? I don't know. Maybe it has. I don't know why he would lie, potentially. Maybe not. I'm trying to push through a deal. He's left the city now. He's probably saying to his agent, get me out of Rome. I want to go. So I could see this deal happening to me, and probably one that might be late into the day. But as I say, it looks like it's certainly one that could happen. Now, Leeds Sayer has just tagged me in an article. Apparently, Leeds United are looking at Gulam, is it? Okay. Let's just have a look at this. So this is, again, what I will say, sometimes the Italian press are really bad for like linking Leeds United to a host of clubs. We've seen it on a number of occasions. But it's saying here that Leeds United, so it's a report made the claim that Leeds United could potentially look at signing free agent Fazoui Gulam to bolster their left-back options. This is from Leeds Live reporter George Bennett. Gulam is 31 years of age and been without a club since the summer after leaving Napoli. He's primarily a left-footed left-back, but can also play forward as a left midfielder or left winger, and he's still sponsored by Nike. I'm not too sure. Gulam was one of those with the report claiming that the fullback could be a strong option should Marsh wish to add. I think it's very much guessing, right? But ultimately, he's not even got a club. Why are we going to take Gulam if he's not even got a club at this moment in time? So let's, I don't see that one happening. Big up to Leeds Sayer for tagging me in it. I'm gonna have to just blow my nose a bit, folks. I've still got a bad ass cold. I think a lot of us are suffering with this cold. Do you know why, don't you? It's because they kept us in because of COVID and that, and we were all told to stay in. Our immune systems are up. Everyone I speak to is like, I'm full of it as well. So we're all full of cold at the minute, it would seem. It's not great. So Cancelo has joined Bayern Munich. That's all correct and updated with that one. Let's have a look. Go back to We'll go back to the Athletic transfer day updates. So let's just share the screen so you can see what I can see. I like it when it's... Nathan, should I go to Welland Road and shout out Sky Sports sub to just... Please, Nathan, please. Nathan, go to Welland Road, man. Please go. When Tim Thornton's there, when he goes live, just go, subscribe to Just Joe. I dare you, man. You will be elite. You will be forever elite, Nathan, if you do that. Next time they do a live cut to Tim Thornton, please. Or even just hold a sign, bro. Write a sign. Write a sign. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, man. I know, Lervish, I mean, you're a lucky one, brother. You're a lucky one. I think there's quite a few people who are loaded with cold at the minute. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thanks for the love. So Conor Gallagher potentially on his way out from Chelsea. Brighton not expected to make a late move for Braga striker Vitina. Apparently a target for Southampton and Marseille, but looks like Brighton are not going to dip their toe in the water. Obviously, we forget about Joao Felix moving to Chelsea. Obviously, on his debut, he got a red card, didn't he? JWJ Bar over on Twitch. Big up to you. Remember to follow me on Twitch, folks. Llorente has been confirmed, yeah. Llorente has been confirmed, 18 million there. We can see the Diogo Monteiro deal. He has signed for Leeds United, believed to be in the fee in the region of £1 million, which is great business. Marquinhos, who was bought by Arsenal in the summer, has joined Norwich on loan. That's a very good deal for them, isn't it? Not doing great guns, I don't think, in the Championship, are they? I know last time they weren't, and they sacked Dean Smith. I don't know what they're looking like now. Arsenal, obviously, Jorginho on his way, which is a bit of a mad one. I think they bid up to like 70 million for Caicedo. Yeah, Diogo, not Diego. I keep getting it wrong. It's not that deep. Thank you, though. Yonder Years 553. You will leave me say Diego. Don't worry about it. It's not that deep. So, yeah, what do you make to that one as well? I was listening to a few Arsenal fans yesterday, not too keen on the Jorginho deal. Obviously, they're preferred. When I see Moses Caicedo, by the way, and, and Brighton was saying he is not for sale, and I see Arsenal fans saying, listen, they can't turn down this cat. Trust me, when Brighton say he's not for sale, he's not for sale. They're not daft. We've seen it with the Ben White stuff. And then what happened? They went and sold him for 50 million when we were bidding 30 million. So it wouldn't surprise me for Caicedo if he continues to play, go in the summer for an even... Oh, right, okay, Yonder was saying, no, I was saying we got Diogo for Diego. Yeah. I just keep getting corrected, bro, but yeah, I get it. So Jorginho moving to Arsenal. But yeah, listen, when Brighton are shrewd operators, as soon as they sell a player, they have a player oven ready to go, right? That's probably why they're not going to sell Caicedo. That's why they were happy to let Basuma go, because they knew Caicedo was coming in. That's why they were happy to let Trossard go, because they know Matoma was coming in. Matoma was like 2.5 million, Caicedo about 5, I think, off the top of my head. I might be wrong. Boys! What are you doing, man? Oi! Stop! Oh, shit, man. No! Right. You're going out, Billy. No. Don't do that. Go. Fucking hell. Oh, they've knocked my lights out, man. What have you done there? Oh, God. Have you brought me light, you tits? What have you done there? Have you been chewing through this? Sorry about this, folks. Give us a sec. I think they brought me light. Let me just check something. Move out of the way, you. Both ears, man. Over bloody bones. Silly. You're supposed to share. God's sake. Where's my light, man? Oh, God. It's gone really dark in here, hasn't it? I've got two Frenchies, man, and what it is, yeah, they argue over bones big time. Like, Billy does not mess about, man, honestly. So he goes for him and that. So, but they're only like brothers, innit? They're just playing, but my light's gone off though. And I don't know why. They've obviously knocked something. Right, Marco, move that away, son. I know you want to sit in front of the radio, but just let me sort this out. Right, where does that go? It's that. It's not good, this. It's that that you broke. Sorry about this, folks. Breaking news, Billy's a knob. Oh, there we go. We're back underway. They pulled the plug out. Honestly, man, there he is. Stop it. Right. Sorry about that, folks. We're on. The lighting is back. My God. Big up to Lars Valor, who with the super chat. He says, big up Billy Kane. No, don't say that. Poor Marco, man. I've got two Frenchies. He's knocking at the door now. Dog fight live on. Oh, Raj, man, you can't say that, bro. Wow, I'm just looking at the comments there when that happened. I shit myself. They do get. Yeah, they do have a go at each other. Like, I can't lie to you. Yes, man, dog out on loan. The dog has left the building. Out on loan. Right. I feel Shan having him in here, though, not Billy. Right, come on, Marco. Come on. Both of yous. Go on. You can go play downstairs now. Be good. There you go. So only bones and that, man. Sorry about that. Right, okay. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Jorginho deal. Yeah, forget the ultras, man. I'll send the dogs round. I'll send the dogs round to Zaniolo's, innit? Just Joe's dog line, dear. Oh, man. Been transferred to the kennels. Kenilworth Road, aren't they? They're being transferred to Kenilworth Road. Breaking news. Billy and Marco transferred in a shock deal to Kenilworth Road on the last day. Mad man. Okay, so Jorginho is moving to. Someone mentioned this. Oh no, it's the different Chalobah. I was thinking it was. I think it was Trevor Chalobah, but no. Fulham's Nathaniel Chalobah is going to West Brom, undergoing a medical there. When I seen Chalobah, I was thinking, what? Like, that's Chalobah from Chelsea, but it's not, because I'd have been like, get in there over West Brom. Let's see. Nottingham Forest will struggle to push for a move for Keylor Navas. So Dean Henderson's injured, but there are issues between Navas and PSG, his current club, that are holding up any deal. Be interesting to see who Nottingham Forest do move for. I just thought they were getting Navas just because of a bad one. But yeah, it's done that again, man. It's stressing me out. Now I've removed myself from the stream. The dogs are stressing me out. They've stressed me out. They've knocked me off my stride, haven't they? For sure. Just on Nottingham Forest, man. I don't know. I'm still not sure about them. I'm still genuinely not sure about what's going on there. Seems a bit of a mad one. Because he just continues. It's like he's continuing to buy players without really Steve Cooper's sign off. I don't know what you folks think. All seems a bit dodge, man. Just joined as Jack moved. Not yet. As of 20 to 12. Nothing yet. Just catching up. So we know about Bournemouth signing the centre-back. We've got a world record transfer fee in women's football. Rangers holding back loan bids for 19-year-old centre-back Leon King. Wolves, Yerson Mosquera set for loan move to FC Cincinnati. A transfer on the PSG women's team. Navas is training with PSG. It's looking less likely to materialise because the 36-year-old has been training with PSG. No breakthrough in Chelsea's pursuit of Enzo Fernandez. They're not willing to match the precise terms of his £120 million release clause. Chelsea are not willing to resolve this difference by paying above the £120 million. I think it's mad, man. Jorginho's switch to Arsenal is independent of any deal for Fernandes, so that'll happen anyway. Nottingham Forest continuing business. Let's have a chat about Nottingham Forest now while we're on. So It says here, Atletico Madrid defender Felipe has arrived at the Nigel Doherty Academy to complete the details of his move to Forest. There was talk of him maybe going to Bayer Leverkusen yesterday, but it looks like Felipe is going to be joining up with Roman Lloydie, the left-back, to come in at Nottingham Forest. Steve Cook could be on his way out, not surprised, with Luton and Stoke both interested. Stoke see him as one of several potential replacements for Harry Souttar, who's in the process of going to Leicester City. They need centre-back options as well. Felipe signing, which will see the 33-year-old make a permanent move from Spain. See, that's all wrong as well, signing players of that age, man. So it seems a bit of a mad one. Moussa Niakate is still recovering from an injury. Are they going to go? Oh, he's the centre-back, sorry, isn't he? Jonjo Shelvey underwent a medical as well, and they're looking at a keeper. Obviously, Navas trained with PSG, so that may well be off, but Forest looking to be very, very busy. So Josh Onoma, who's at Fulham, is attracting interest from 6 clubs after agreeing to mutually terminate his contract with Fulham. Who's looking at him? West Brom, etc. So, yeah, Josh Onoma leaving. Oh, there's young Jamie Shack. Go on, Jamie Shack. He's not really doing well at Millwall, is he, unfortunately? Matt Doherty is poised to join Atletico Madrid on loan for the rest of the season. Maybe they're hoping for a Kieran Trippier-style impact. So there you go. I don't rate Matt Doherty either. And we know that Tottenham are looking to sign Pedro Porro from Sporting. Crystal Palace are in talks with Arsenal over a loan move for Albert Sambi Lokonga. Obviously, I don't think Arsenal fans are big on Lokonga, and they're looking at Jorginho, they're looking at Caicedo. He's going to fall further down the pecking order, so maybe Crystal Palace will be a decent move for Lokonga. Goodmanson has signed a new contract with Burnley. Burnley are flying out. They're definitely Premier League bound. There's Jonjo Shelvey at Nottingham Forest now actually undergoing his medical. This is the start to see the churn of Newcastle as well. All these new players, they'll start to move out. Some of the deadwood, if you like, or players that have been there a while. What about Jamal Lascelles? Would you look at him as a Leeds United fan for centre-back options? Leicester and Stoke agree £15 million move for Harry Souttar, so he's coming to the Premier League. Obviously played for Australia at the World Cup. Watford are in advanced talks with Rotherham over Quinoa move. Domingos Quina. Who's this? We're pleased to confirm the addition of Jude Sonsuk-Bell to our development squad. There you go. Tottenham signed a new young player from Chelsea. There you go. It'll be interesting to see what Chelsea's youth development change, like if it changes now. Obviously, they used to hoover up all the young players, didn't they, and sell them on. It'll be interesting to see if Todd Bowley will do the same. I doubt it, because it's just after buying everyone in here for like billions. Brighton's under-21s forward Laurent Tolja is poised for a loan switch to Dundee. What's going on over here? So Fulham leading the race for Cedric Suarez from Arsenal, obviously bought from Southampton a couple of seasons ago. Right back has stalled with his move because Fulham's reluctance to pay a high salary. You can understand that as well. They'll want Arsenal to shoulder some of that. Arsenal are covered out. They've got Ben White, who plays at right back now. You've got Tommy Asu, etc. So you can understand why Cedric's looking for a move and Arsenal want to move him on. Here's the headline so far. So Chelsea still want Enzo Fernandez. Jorginho's proposed move to switch to Arsenal is independent of any Chelsea deal. Tottenham close to signing Pedro Porro. Matt Doherty, Atletico Madrid. Cancelo has gone to Bayern Munich, and Leicester have agreed a £15 million deal for Harry Souttar. What's this then? McNeil, FA Youth Cup winning side from Manchester United, has gone on loan to Newport. Cancelo has completed his move. Jody Morris is named Swindon Town boss. Southampton still in search of a striker. There was a noise of Moffy, wasn't there? But that doesn't look like that one's going to happen. So they're continuing to work on... Oh, have we got Tim Thornton on Sky here again? Let's have a look. What's he saying? I better see that Just Joe sign. No, they're just running around the deals. So Southampton want a striker, and they're looking at Callum Dean Sulemana. Other Premier League clubs are interested in him as well. Plays for Genk. Southampton had a bid rejected for Genk striker Paul Onuachu last week. And they're now looking at other striker options. So one to watch. We've had a new update though. Let's see what this is. Yeah, nah, it is just that one. Okay, so that's that. We're all up to date on the Old Athletic. Matt Wilson says, as Joe mentioned, Conor Gallagher. Yeah, listen, I'm a big fan of Conor Gallagher. Leeds United won't be moving for that one now, though, will he? If we're being totally honest, don't see that one coming to fruition. If we have a look on the old Twitter sphere, see what's going on over there. Someone's tagged me, dogs one, Joe Neil. Yeah, definitely hellos there, Joe. Yeah. Oh, man, it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing yonder years. Just Joe would be goated. Newcastle offered a premium price close to 50 million for Conor Gallagher. There you go. Newcastle want to take Conor Gallagher on loan. Newcastle want to take him on loan, but apparently Chelsea want close to 50 million for Conor Gallagher. There you go. So that's one to watch. Just having a look. Breaking from Talk Sport. As it stands, it is unlikely that Leeds United winger Jack Harrison will join Leicester City. That's according to Talk Sport. So one to watch there. I think all that could change, though, if Nico's Zaniolon deal gets sanctioned. Amrabat, who was amazing at the World Cup for Morocco, has not showed up for for Fiorentina training. Wants to move to Barca, who've offered £3 million loan fee with a £37 million buy option. There you go. Hector Bellerin is going to Sporting, I believe, from Barca. There you go. I think we're all up to date. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you haven't already. Newcastle price, though, 30 to 35 million for us. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Joshua Tiffany says Tim Thornton from Sky has said Leeds are looking at doing a centre-back private jet set to leave. I don't know about these private jets, mate, but yeah, he did say on Sky, didn't he, that Leeds United are looking to bring in a centre-back or definitely assessing their options. So it's definitely one to watch. And if there is a jet, then keep me updated. Let's have a look at that and track that. 482 people watching. Great stuff, folks, especially when it's early doors. Please do smash a like on the video if you haven't already. It'd be great if you could do that for me. We've been going for over an hour now. No developments yet on Nico Zaniolon or Jack Harrison or a potential centre-back coming in. Tony Pulis announces retirement from management on Sky Sports News. There you go. Nottingham Forest, let's have a look at this. So I feel a bit sorry for some of these players that moved to Nottingham Forest after the promotion to the Premier League. Harry Toffolo being one of them. He was looking to go on loan to Anderlecht. But they won't cover at left back before happening. So the caution is not motivated by an injury problem suffered by Lodi. But with Omar Richards still working to recover from his own long-term injury problem, Steve Cooper is keen not to leave himself with a shortage of options. So there you go. Harry Toffolo may not be getting a loan move to Anderlecht as it stands. But I think O'Brien and Toffolo, all these players are, being touted out elsewhere, aren't they? Which it's a bit of a shame for them, but listen, their owner's on a bit of a mad one. Ali Al Smith says, who is your favourite signing so far, Joe? For Leeds United, it's Weston McKennie, bro. Weston McKennie. Jake is 39 minutes away from church. There you go, Jake. Keep us updated when you do land. Keep us updated on any incomings and outgoings. If you see any movement outside Elland Road, then of course let us know. But yeah, I think for me, the best signing of the window would be Weston McKennie. What I'll do is I'll put a poll out for you people and let me know yours. So on the best signing, we'll put... one sec. And we'll have McKennie. Who else have we had? Rutter. We got Vober as well. Who else? Who else did we sign? McKennie, Rutter, Vober. Is there one more? McKennie, Rutter, Vober. There's one more, isn't there? Is that right? Oh, Monteiro. Diego Monteiro. That's right. Yeah, Portugal centre back. There you go. I've asked the community. Please do vote, folks. I'm going to have a vote myself and tell you mine. Just give us one sec. One sec. I'm just going to answer a text there. I'm just getting texts from all these ITKs and that. I'm joking. Hello? Right, let's have a look. I'm supposed to be voting out, and that's what I'm doing, man. I wondered what I was doing then. Sorry. I'm supposed to be voting. There we go. I'm going to vote for Weston McKennie for me. Oh, Max Vorber, 52% of the vote, you know. Go on, Max Vorber. People buzzing with the Vorber signing. That's a mad one. Okay, so totally Leeds. Russ has tagged me in. Private jet heading out of Leeds, heading to Barcelona, organised at short notice. Ooh, surely not. Who are we getting over in Barca? Who are we there for? Let's have a look at this. Maybe that's where Zaniolo's gone. I don't know. I'll share this with you now. So totally Leeds have put this out there to say that a private jet out of Leeds heading to Barcelona, organised at short notice. There you go. Maybe there might be some movement yet. Who's over at, we need to speak to Piqué, Jordi Alba. Imagine selling Firpo back to Barca. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Getting some money for him. Watch this space then, eh? We've had another one here. Yeah, Jamie, that looks nice, mate. That looks nice. In the last hour, a private jet has been scheduled to leave. Right, okay, let's share this. So, in the last hour, a private jet has been scheduled to leave Leeds Bradford Airport for Barcelona for 2 p.m. Could be totally unrelated to Leeds United. However, it's the only private chartered flight to be departing the airport today, as private flights are rare from Leeds Bradford Airport. So there you go, folks. If you're on that tracker, do it, man. Rafinha back on loan. I mean, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. But if you're one of them tracker dudes, then get on that and see or some of you just go to Leeds Bradford Airport, yeah, and see if you can get there to see who gets on the flight. I don't think you'd be able to get close enough, would you, with security and that. People might think you're the Taliban or something. You know what I mean? Graham Noble said, I did tell you, Rafinha back on loan. I'm not having it. Rafinha won't. I can't see it. Barcelona not negotiating to sign Benjamin Pavard on deadline day. Marseille have no intention to let Guendouzi leave today. No talks taking place with Aston Villa. Their midfield's sick. No updates there as of yet. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video. We've got 540 people watching, 275 likes. If you haven't already, please do like the videos. Matthew says we don't need more attacking players. We need defensive. I agree with you, mate. Jack's a spotter. I'm on it. Good lad. Andreas Christensen on loan, you reckon? Potentially. Get back and run through the air. Cue over, Mr. Dodo. No Fernandes for Benfica tonight. No, I mean, I think he'll probably get his move through at Chelsea, won't he? 120 million being touted about. It's all a bit mad. There you go. We shall have to wait and see. I know, right? Someone's just tagged me there. All Leeds, aren't we? Any Barca centre-backs? Potentially. Who knows? We will have to wait and see on that one. Please continue to tag me in any sort of dreams. Don't tag me in your dreams. I don't know what I'm on about there. Volba for me, best signing. Our defence is looking a bit more steady than I've seen. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Is it? JWJ Bar says Football Manager 23 being released on PS5. No, I don't believe you. I do not believe you. I don't believe you. It's never on PlayStation, isn't it? No way. Yo, you know Wayman's going to be streaming that. Leeds United. Nah, listen, I'm all about that life. Oh, I'll be getting that downloaded tonight. That smile, trust me, I love manager games. I love them more so on console. I remember LMA. Who remembers LMA? Do you remember LMA? Sick. Yo, we're going to be doing Leeds career mode. That'll be me. I'll be on that all the time. Trust me. I'll be live 24/7. It's first year, Chufla. Yeah, that's amazing. Please do follow me on Twitch as well. I'll probably do that on Twitch because it might be a bit, I don't know. Oh, wow. No way. I can't believe that. Oh, my days, you know. Yeah, LMA Manager was sick. Do you remember you could do them cheats and that? You used to do mad cheats and stuff on LMA. I'm buzzing with that. Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do... right. Right, folks, this is what's going to happen, okay? So my good man Joe, he's going to be live at 12:15, okay? Joe's going to be live at 12:15. I've been speaking to a couple of lads just to get them on and have a chat, so it's not just me. So he says he's going to jump on mine in a bit, but what he is going to do, he's going live for about 10 minutes on his channel. So what I'm going to do when Joe goes live at 12:15, yeah. I'm going to take a break. I'll keep the live stream on, but I'll just take a break. And then what I will say is go over to Joe so you can watch Joe and get his thoughts on the transfer window and then come back, yeah? And then Joe's going to come and jump on here with me for a bit as well. And we'll get people on throughout the day just to get their thoughts on Leeds United and whatnot. So, yeah. That's cool. So we'll get Joe's channel up so that we know when he's gone live, and then I'll take a break because you know about Joe, don't you? What's for lunch? I don't know. I might make myself while Joe's on. I might make myself a sausage sarnie or something. But yeah, Joe's going to be live at 12:15. So when he goes live, I'll jump off. Yeah. I'm just talking to him now for... There we go. 533. Post a link in the chat for it, dude. Yeah, I will do. I'll get Joe's in there, and make sure you subscribe to Joe. Puts out some great content as well. So Joe's going to be live at 12:15, at which point I'm going to take a break. I'm actually so hyped for FM on Pit, mate. I did not know. Yeah, Championship Manager was elite, mate. That was the one, wasn't it? Do you know what, right? I never, as a kid growing up, I'll tell you, right? So as a kid growing up, I didn't have much, yeah. Is what it is. You know, my mum, single parent, 4 boys and all that sort of jazz. It's not a sob story. I'm just telling you I didn't have much. I put the link in the chat there for Joe's channel and his video that goes live at 12:15. And yeah, just born in 88, yeah. So what I did is on my lunch for a long period of time, because I was that into Footy Manager, I used to go, so I was a little bit naughty in school. So So I used to go to this place called The Bridge. So it was like the bridge from bad behaviour to success. We all know them rooms, them isolation rooms. I know some of you all know that stuff. So I used to go in there on my lunch and during the day and just play Championship Manager because I didn't have like a PC or like that at home. Do you know what I mean? So that's literally what I used to do for a long period of time. It's mad because I was just that into it. Chris knows. Chris, you know, don't you, bro? Chris went to the same school as me. Chris knows about Miss Smith and knows about my misbehaviour at school. It was a bit wild, wasn't it? It was a bit of a mad one. But, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. But listen, I'm going to tell you... No, I won't. I won't. Well, my form teacher made my life a misery, and then I found out most recently that it was one of them bloody Jimmy Sabs. So I just thought, you mother... making my life misery, and you were a wrong un. But anyway, there you go. You and your brother, says Chris. Yeah, not the best behaved, were we? It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? You grow though, don't you? You grow, don't you? You grow and get better and all that. Yeah, more to life than school. I keep telling this to my daughter as well. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it is what it is. 12 o'clock, folks. Right, let's have a look on the Old Athletic, see what's going down over there. We've had 3 new updates since we last had a look. Southampton have reached an agreement for Suleimana now. It looks like that one's going to happen. They've got their striker. It's with Raw for Callum Dean Suleimana. The South Coast club will pay Rennes at 25 million up front with a further 3 million in add-ons. He's chosen Southampton ahead of Everton. Big shout. We've made a verbal offer for him on Sunday, and he will sign a 4.5-year deal with Southampton. Omar Hutchinson is attracting interest. He's a Chelsea youngster. Clubs in the Championship and Europe looking at him as a loan deal. Chelsea's loan technical coach, Carlo Cudicini. Who remembers Carlo Cudicini, goalkeeper at Chelsea for a period of time? Sergi Canos to join Olympiacos on loan. I cannot stand that man. Good. He's not Premier League ready. He's not Premier League. Well, he is Premier League ready. He's scored goals against us, but I just don't like him. So he's not a Premier League player anymore. Do one, mate. So he's due to join Olympiacos from Brentford on loan for the rest of the season. He flew out to Greece. So that means he's not going to score against us, which is good. Jorginho obviously going to Arsenal, and that's your latest update. So we got one more, have we? One new update here from The Athletic. Canate. I didn't know he was injured. So Canate's hamstring injury means that Nat Phillips is increasingly likely to stay at Liverpool on deadline day. He had been looking to secure a loan move until the end of the season with, I don't even want to say their name, and a number of German clubs also showing interest. But with Canate facing up to 2 to 3 weeks out on Virgil van Dijk's sideline, Jurgen Klopp can ill afford to lose another centre-back. Because underneath that, they've been brutal, haven't they? Been brutal without Van Dijk, but even Van Dijk's been brutal this season as well. So yeah, Nat Phillips is going to be staying. Suleimana is going to join Southampton, so they've got their striker. That's something we need to keep our eyes on, of course, because Leeds United could be the way I see it, right? And I listened to the Phil Hay podcast this morning. Dan Moylan mentioned about Leeds spending their way out of trouble a little bit like Newcastle did. And you have to agree with that, really. Do you know what I mean? We've sort of done that. Like, whoever the manager is, surely can get enough of a tune out of this team now. Like, if you can't get wins with this team and keep us out of relegation with this team, then you're on a mad one. The team's way better. That midfield three, Adams, Rocker, McKennie. The striking options are mental when you list them. Rutter, Rodrigo, Bamford, Aronson, Harrison, Cini, Somerville, Nonto, and then McKennie, Adams, Rocker. Forward looks great. Everyone else is a bit meh, if we're being honest. But still, though, you can't not win games with that. Especially when you consider we've got Forest, Southampton and Everton in our next 5. That's got to be wins, innit? Jesse's taking us top 6. Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. If he gets us Europe, I would get a tattoo with him. I would. Europe, not a chance. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I do know. Definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. Matt says, is Harrison staying? It's gone very quiet, mate. It's gone very, very quiet, hasn't it? Yes, big up, Matty. It has gone very, very quiet. So I don't know. Joe, who is meh? Like, in comparison to the rest of the squad, the defence is meh, innit? If we're being honest. We're going to Europe on holiday in the summer when the season is over, exactly. Maybe we'll win the FA Cup. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Like Jamie says, agree, Joe. Jesse's been given the tools. So which Barcelona player are we signing private plane going from Leeds Bradford Airport to there later? 2 o'clock it flies. I'm not too sure if it might not even be a Barcelona player. It could be anyone, right? Just going to that airport. You just don't know. Zaniolon, opinions. Big Shad asks, I would be up for it, but I think the issues that we have really is that is basically the fact that he is injured a lot, right? So if Zaniolon comes in, he's injured a lot, right? So what happens? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what we do. I think Leeds United are pushing for it, clearly. But I don't think it's... I don't know, like, for me... Well, that's a good shout. Serginho Dest, maybe. But he's on loan at AC Milan, isn't he? Is Dest on loan at AC Milan right now? I swear he is. Arsenal look like they're signing Jorginho, mate. Yeah, Dest's on loan at AC Milan. I don't think he'd be able to come to Leeds United. And why would they go to Barca? Yeah, nah. Unless we were to buy him permanently and cancel the deal and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not too sure. I wouldn't read too much into it. That flight might not even be for Leeds, mightn't it? The flight might not even be for Leeds, let's be real. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see for sure. There we go. It has gone all a bit quiet. What I'm going to do then, folks, I'm probably going to pop off, right? Because Joe's going live at quarter past 12. He's going live at 12:15. Go watch him. I'm going to have some dinner. I'm going to take my dogs for a walk. Then when I come back, I'm going to stick some FIFA on so we can track the window, yeah, whilst we're playing FIFA, and we'll see what happens, you know, news-wise, if there's any sort of newsworthy stuff between now and then, yeah? So I'm going to shoot off now. We've nearly done an hour and a half. You've got 5 minutes to wait for Joe. I've put his link in the description, so make sure you go check out Joe. He's great. He's going to go live at 15:15 discussing the January transfer window. So if you want to watch YouTube, you want to keep up to date with it all, then as I say, go over there. I'm just going to quickly put this in... I'm just going to quickly put Joe's channel in there. Moochies with the poochies, indeed. What have I done there? Why is that? Oh, there we go. Wait there. That's gone in. So if you want to go watch Leeds United The View, which is live at 15:15, we'll end the poll as well. So 43% of people have said that the best signing of the window is Max Voba. The rest going for McKennie, etc., etc. I don't know why it's not posted what the actual results are. But there you go. Head on over to Joe's channel. Thanks for everyone that tuned in this morning. Give you a quick update and finding out where we're at with Leeds United. As it stands, it's all about Jack Harrison. And whether or not he leaves. And then, of course, we've got the Nicolo Zaniolon stuff as well, who basically wants out of Rome. He wants out of Rome, wants out of Roma. Could we get a deal done? Potentially. Go on over, check out Joe, and I'll be back doing some FIFA streaming a little bit later on. Peace and love and all that jazz, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace out now.